Hi, for this week's video, I thought I'd talk about Harry Potter, how I became a fan of the series, and the reason for why it has become one of the most important interests of my entire life. Now, it all began when I was in 4th grade. I was 9 years old, and I'd hate recess breaks not because all the kids were bullies, many kids were nice, but I didn't like recess breaks because due to my autism, I had trouble with social skills. So I didn't really feel like I could fit in because of my lack of awareness in those areas. However, one day my teacher came up to me and said, "I've come across a new series, a new book series about a boy wizard who struggled to fit in at school, and then he found out he was a wizard, went off to wizard school, and he found a world where he was able to fit in, and then his life became so much happier and more fruitful than it had previously done." Now, at that time, I was obsessed with reading atlases. That was my main interest: atlases, flags of the world, capital cities, and I'd spend my lunch break reading them. But my teacher said, she just said to me, "How about I lend you Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and you read it during a recess break, and believe me, you'll like it." I was skeptical, as mentioned before, but then I found during recess break I read one chapter, absolutely loved it, and then read 2 more. And from that moment on, I've continued reading the books over and over again, right now into my 20s. During high school, I also had problems with insomnia, and also in my later primary school years. But I found that if I could read myself to sleep with Harry Potter, it would enable me to sleep better. But I had to do it with my eyes closed, in silence, and without anyone else being disturbed by me. So I thought to myself, I can learn to recite the books word for word, and that would put me to sleep, and it does. Now, my Harry Potter interest has continued right through to this present day, and since 1999, the Harry Potter series have expanded far beyond the books, with films, with Pottermore, with MuggleNet, and many more. However, even though I fell in love with the books first, I'd have to say that it doesn't make people who've seen the films first, it doesn't make them lesser Harry Potter fans than me. In fact, if the films were out at that time when Harry Potter was introduced to me, I'd probably like the films better than the books. But I'm very connected to the Harry Potter books. I'm very connected to the Harry Potter films, Pottermore and such. My Hogwarts house is Ravenclaw. My Ilvermorny house is Thunderbird. My wand is Black Walnut and Unicorn Hair, 13 inches and rigid. And my Patronus is a Basset Hound. And I really enjoy meeting fellow Harry Potter fans who I can just talk endlessly about the series with. And one day, it is my dream that one day in my life I'd be able to meet J.K. Rowling herself, as meeting her would literally be meeting all of my favourite Harry Potter characters in person, as she created them all. So I'll end this by saying that I did this video because Harry Potter's so important in my life, and I've been featured in media stories reciting the Harry Potter books. I just thought I'd do this video to just explain briefly just why Harry Potter is so important to me personally. So yeah.